Something I'd like to clarify though before I get going. There's been an individual that I used to fish with a long time ago. Has been approaching property owners saying that he fishes with me and asking if he could get access onto the properties. Now, we're privileged, and I really mean privileged, to be allowed access onto some places, some private properties, which are really special to my son and I. And we guard those secrets, and they are secrets. We're not going to put out there where we're fishing. We don't want, one, for the spots that we fish to get overfished. Two, we like to be able to go there knowing that we can leave the car and not worry about anything getting stolen or anything like that. Three, we don't want the property owners to be hassled by other people saying, oh, I hear that Hodgie fishes here, which is what this bloke's done. I fish with Hodgie, can I get access? If you're a landholder and you get someone approach you that tells you this, that they fish with me, it's a load of garbage. I just wanted to clarify that. So anyway, let's go and catch a fish. So there's a few things I'm going to try today, a few different things. I've got one of our customers that's making soft plastics at the moment is making a cracking big paddle tail. I know it's winter time. The temperature at the moment though is 21.5, so that's actually enough for big barrows to be hitting. There's a bow wave up there. I'm also going to chuck some of Ben's flies around. But I just wanted, there's a few things I want to try. So the rod that I'm going to fish this on today is classified, we classify as my big fish rod. So it's a 16 to 20 pound samurai refraction, and I've just got the new stees on it. It's actually got quite a bit of drag on it, and it's got the big power handle on it as well. So I'm going to give that a bit of a workout today. So we're going to, well, when I say we, I'm on my own. So well, I'm going to throw a bass day round at the moment, a sugar deep. Now this is the Barra tuned one, so that's the box they come in. So it's a sugar deep. It's got the size and everything on there. I don't know if that'll focus on there for you, but it's got Barra tuned down the bottom, which means it's got the heavier trebles on it. So this will suspend in fresh water. This will completely suspend, which is perfect for what I want to do at the moment. So, and it's the right profile. So we'll see if it makes a difference. We need to thicken a couple of spots here to get the lure down. Let's spot lock here and see if I can get through the weed. So I like the action on this. It's got a real, I've got a real roll to it. Paddle tail just paddles away doing its thing at the back there. It's double action on it. And that coming through the water. I just got absolutely drilled off this log here. I could see the big flash down deep, but I couldn't see the fish. I could just see the flash. Proper hit though. Might put a suspender in there now, I think. So I'll put the sugar deep in there now. Oh, there was a flash on it. Yep, there we go. Just showing them something different. See, it's such an important tactic. This isn't the same fish. This is a smaller fish than the one that drilled me before. It's not a bad fish though. It's a nice fish, but it ain't the big one. That's where where a couple of rods come in handy instead of just one rod, where you can straight away just pick up another rod and show them something different. And you could see how I was working that. It's pretty straightforward, just letting it pause and sit. Nice fish, about 62, 63. Go back. So it's sort of 3 or 4 second pauses, you know, like you tap it, let it sit, and then you wind up the slack and sweep it, let it sit, tap it. You're trying to give the fish as long as possible to have a look at it and commit to it. Make it look too easy to catch. Another one doing exactly the same thing. It's a lot smaller. Oh, saves me getting hooked in me. That's good. So it's exactly the same thing. Put it in there, wound it down 2 or 3 feet, stop it, let it sit, twitch it, couple of lines forward, twitch it. That's really all there is to it. The bites can be a little bit different. The bite can be quite subtle doing this, like when they rush up behind it, sort of suck it in as they're coming towards you, or you'll feel sometimes that little real gentle tick through the braid. But others can be absolutely brutal if they hit it like side on at speed. So that's the go. Geez, I like it when they unhook themselves like that. It was exactly the same spot. It took about another 10 casts, I suppose, to get the next bite. But it was exactly the same technique though. Twitch it like that, just let it sit. Just waiting for a big one. There's got to be a big one here somewhere. That first thump that I got on that big plastic was really good looking spot. Right on that log there. Cannot stress enough how much importance there is to have an electric motor for doing this sort of stuff. It is absolutely impossible to fish this way without it. And I've tried, like over the years I've had electric motors that have failed, and I think, oh, I'm still going fishing no matter what. And you'll try and fish. It's just not possible. You can't do what I'm doing here, sneak along silently and spot lock on, like the Minn Kota spot lock is really accurate. And being able to just sit here and pepper a snag until you're pretty sure that there's no fish on it, or you get that fish. There's no other way of doing it. Right, so we run a plastic through there. Now we'll run a sugar deep through. See if there's anything wants to. And that's the thing. Like I've got to keep winding a soft plastic like pretty constantly, and I can't sort of pause it or it sinks. If those fish are sitting up the top towards the surface and I'm sinking my lure down the bottom, and I'm under them, so that's no good. We want to be above them. You remember, Barra's eyes are on the top half of their head, so they're always looking upwards to feed. I had something there a minute ago on the sounder, looked really, really sus. There's no logs or anything where I was. There's a big long dark line on the sounder, but the shadow really looked crockish and like a big one, so I'm just a little bit cautious here at the moment. Obviously we know the fish are there, but as soon as this wind's picked up, they just died right off. And I know we keep saying it in the videos and stuff, but unstable weather, Barras don't like unstable weather. There you go, sinking a paddle prawn down. Wait, oh, kick yourself back out again. Sinking a paddle prawn, 5-inch chartreuse. Paddle prawn down there just did the job, so get out of there. See if there's any more in there. He was just up in there. So hopefully there might be a few more. So when you've got deep snags coming up from the bottom like this is where I like hard bodies. You chuck them in amongst the snags and you can sort of walk them through the timber, make them sort of suspend and hold a little bit longer around the structure. It's another good spot for hard bodies, suspending hard bodies. Weedless plastics we use when we're trying to avoid snags like thick structure. But with snags like this here, you can sort of stop it, twitch it, let it float up a little bit over the snag, and then twitch it down deep again. So, it's quite a simple thing, really. Like in reality, it's quite a simple technique that we use as far as when we use what lure for what snags, but it just works. And if you're not using that technique, it's a snag. If you're not using that technique, then and you're still catching heaps of fish, then don't change. As they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Really big croc just took off over the back of this snag here. You see, I don't know if you can see the waves. Oh, there he goes now, under that weed. He's the size that'd ruin your day, that one. So there's definitely one barra there looking. He's right up the back. See if he comes up again. Big fish just chased my lure out there, out from under that grass. He didn't hit the lure, but he bow waved out on it, really big boil, like all the grass underneath it churned and everything. So see if he'll come back. We'll see if we can get footage of this big croc around the corner here. I'm going to sneak up on him on the electric, hopefully. He just snuck into the water there. A cheeky bugger. He's always there. You ready? You watch this. Seen a barra there then. You watch this. He just come up and boofed me lure off the top. He come out of that grass. Another good sized croc just took off there. Didn't even know he was there. I couldn't even breathe or talk then. I just had well over a metre fish. Chased the lure right out to the edge of the boat. I don't know if the camera's going to show it up or not. You can see the bow wave and the... Oh, look at that! Jesus Christ! I reckon there's more than one in there. I just look at the side scans shooting in underneath that tree. I reckon there's a few of them in there. Jesus, good fish though. I've gone to a pink paddle prawn now. The chartreuse was getting hits, but I just want to see if I can get more on another colour. You know those thick patches of weed like that that are washed up against the face of the logs? That's where your barrels will sit up underneath that. If you can get them to buff it through the weed, that's good. But sometimes they'll wait until you get right out to the edge like that, and they'll bum rush it. They'll fly out after it. Little fella. He was way down deep. Come on, settle down. Get that out of here. There's your big brother, your big sister. Now, I don't know if you can see all that weed churning there. There's a big fish, like a proper big fish. Just chased my lure and turned around on the edge. Probably, I'd say, one of the biggest barra I've ever seen in here. This is a nice fish. Take me out here. This is a nice fish. This will give this reel a proper workout now. I don't know if this one might not fit in the net either. It's bigger than that other one we got. Oh, where's he going to go? Oh, he's a cracker. Wait, get away from the electric. Have a look at that for a barra. Holy Jesus. My battery's going flat, so I'm hoping I can get a little bit of footage. This way, come on. Oh, this way, you big bastard. I'm going to see if I can get some footage. I've got to try and put the camera where if he kicks, he doesn't kick the camera out of the boat. There's more belly grumbling. I'll try and get him out of the net now. A big fish, this one. Settle. Put us on a spot right there. God, that's any trouble with the net. I'm going to have to go back to a big net, I think. Making lots of noise and spooking lots of fish, I would say. But there we go. Right, 5-inch paddle prawn. Oi. Check that out. Alright, I'll get this thing back in the water as quick as we can, but have a look at this thing. This is what I mean about that rod, that outfit, being a big fish outfit. It's hard on your own, I tell you. Come on. Alright, get that hook out of there so you can get a bit of a look on how big this thing is. There's that. It's a nice fish. Alright, I'm going to spear her straight back in. Oh, that's special. I love fish like that. They just make the whole day worthwhile. Thousands of cars probably. You get that one good fish like that, just makes it all worthwhile. So that 5-inch paddle prawn. Oh, see how they twist them up on the hook? I'm buggered if I know how they do that, but that pink is definitely a good colour. Just straighten him back up again. Being tough material too, you can put that straight back out and catch another fish. Righto. See if he comes back. I don't want to touch the electric yet. This got buffed off the surface by another big barra, like another proper good one. I'm going to have to wait until I drift past a little bit, and then I'll sneak back up on the electric without making any noise. If I turn the electric on now, I'll spook him. Back, hope he does, he's a good fish. That's not the same fish, but that's a fish. Take a little one. Come back, you big bugger. Oh well. Nice fish too, not nowhere near as big as the other one, but he's way down deep. Whee! It's alright. Through the hook, but that doesn't matter. He was right down deep, just in there. I cast in there and let it sink right down the bottom, and he came out and clunked it properly. Look, little spots like that up in there. Oh. Yep, just like that. See the water churning. As you can imagine, if you don't know how to skip cast, and most of this stuff you can't do, so it's a skill, definitely a skill that's worth learning. Skip casting, don't get me wrong, anyone can do it. Use the right gear, a little bit of practice, anyone can do it. And we fish a lot, so look at this big log here. We fish a lot, which means that we're practicing all the time. Some fishy looking country through here. Sometimes you do things you just regret, and just then I sped the lure up because I wanted to get back in there further, and as I looked down there's probably an 80-85 centimetre barra sitting right where I lifted the bloody lure out. So I rushed that one. You know why the activity's picked up. 23.1 water temp. She's warmed up quite a bit since we first got here. So, there. Oh, yep, no, just missed one. Spot lock here. Amazing that temperature, eh? Makes all the difference. But we've been finding a lot of fish lately and not being able to get a bite out of them in the salt and that. And it's when that water temperature's down at 19 and a half, it's bloody hard fishing. But if it jumps up over the course of a day, the same day you find 19 and a half and it jumps up, it's going to be an afternoon bite, that's for sure, because the water warms up. Right, might chuck the wand over this one. See if there's anything there wants there to fly. It's a very light-weighted fly, this one, so it's going to take a little while to get down. And I'm using it on a weight-forward floating line too, so for this sort of stuff, this snag bash and stuff, I like weight-forward floating. Let's see what's in here. The weed on it. If you just bang it hard like that, it'll cut through the weed. He's way down deep. Like that was basically bouncing off the bottom. And it is, how deep is it? 17 foot deep. So, just going to unhook him there. I'll see if there's any more down that deep. Oh. Yep, another one down. Oh. Another one down deep. Leave him down there. We'll give him a bit of slack. See if he comes off that snag. Damn, there's a boil coming up. He pulled some line. Come on. No, he's wrapped me. Now let's just say, let's say that I was too lazy to do another FG on that heavy outfit, and I, let's say, settled for putting a weedless plastic on a lighter rod. What do you think the chances of regretting this are? Because that last fish, again, it was another big one. And he was too good for me. It's probably just as well. I didn't hook one. Nearly time to bail anyway. So I'll sink a couple down here on the way. If I don't catch another one, I probably won't see you again. So hope you enjoyed and hope you picked something up anyway that might help you catch more fish. We'll catch up with us later anyway.